Something monumental is on the horizon, yet few are discussing it. The world is undergoing a profound transformation, pivoting in an unexpected direction. Understanding Bible prophecy and eschatology is crucial here. History unfolds along a linear path with a definitive beginning and end. This is no accident. Every event, every political shift, and every natural disaster are threads in a meticulously woven tapestry of God's prophetic timeline. Look around, and you will sense it. There is a palpable tension, an undercurrent of unease. It's as if we stand on the brink of a significant turning point in human history. The changes we witness, geopolitical tensions, moral decay, and technological advancement suggest a larger, divine narrative. This is not human imagination, but a script laid out in biblical prophecy. The Bible foretells wars and rumors of wars, nations rising against nations and kingdoms clashing. It speaks of famines, pestilences, and earthquakes. These ancient prophecies are no longer distant warnings. They are unfolding realities. Revelation 13 verses 16 to 17 predicts a global economic system where no one can buy or sell without a mark. This prophecy eerily aligns with the rise of digital currencies and the push toward a cashless society. However, today we focus on Revelation 6, which speaks about inflation. Inflation erodes purchasing power, making each unit of currency buy fewer goods and services over time. While the word inflation does not appear in the Bible, its concept and effects are indeed discussed. Consider the current economic state. As of 2024, the national debt of the United States has surpassed $34 trillion. To grasp this staggering amount, imagine spending $1 million every day since the birth of Jesus 2,000 years ago. You still would not have spent $1 trillion. At a rate of $1 million per day, it would take approximately 93,700 years to spend $34 trillion. If stacked in $1 bills, $34 trillion would reach about 2.3 million miles high, enough to reach the moon and back almost 5 times. Other nations also face substantial national debts. Japan's national debt exceeds $13 trillion. Italy's debt is over $3 trillion, while Canada's debt is more than $1.4 trillion. The United Kingdom owes approximately $3 trillion, and Russia's debt is around $285 billion. Who do these nations owe this money to? Throughout biblical history, economic hardship and drastic price increases are depicted, often exacerbated by war, disruption of supply chains, and greed. In 2 Kings 6 verses 24 to 25, during the siege of Samaria, a donkey's head was sold for 80 shekels of silver and a quarter of a cab of dove's dung for 5 shekels. This severe inflation resulted from the siege. Lamentations 4 verses 9 to 10 describes extreme scarcity during the Babylonian siege of Jerusalem, leading to desperate measures. The Bible condemns practices that contribute to inflation, such as price gouging and dishonest measures. Proverbs 11 verse 1 states, "The Lord detests dishonest scales, but accurate weights find favor with him," highlighting the importance of honesty in trade and economic stability. Global inflation is predicted during the end times tribulation as part of God's judgment on earth. Revelation 6 verses 5 to 6 describes a future time of severe economic hardship and rampant inflation, where basic necessities become prohibitively expensive. The prophecy of the black horse and its rider symbolizes famine and scarcity, with scales representing disrupted economic stability. This passage warns of the fragility of human economies and the potential for sudden catastrophic change. Though we are not living in the Great Tribulation, the current reality of inflation should remind us that riches are fleeting. Much of the inflation we experience today stems from greed. The 2008 financial crisis, driven by risky lending practices and subprime mortgages, resulted from greed. Major banks collapsed, leading to a global recession. We live in a world that worships money, leading to detrimental societal effects. The prosperity gospel movement, preaching that faith and donations lead to financial wealth, is rooted in greed. This worship of money sells a lie of fulfillment, focusing on earthly riches that cannot be taken with us. The Bible warns us about the deceitfulness of riches. Matthew 6 verses 19 to 21 advises us to store treasures in heaven, not on earth. Isaiah 7 verse 14 offers hope amidst turmoil, prophesying a virgin conceiving and bearing a son named Emmanuel, meaning God with us. This prophecy, given during a time of political instability in Judah, reassured King Ahaz of God's protection. Similarly, in our times of economic instability and inflation, we must remember Emmanuel. God is with us, guiding us through uncertain times. Isaiah 43 verses 1 to 2 reminds us of God's presence. Fear not, for I have redeemed you. I have called you by name. You are mine. When you pass through the waters, I will be with you, and through the rivers, they shall not overflow you. When you walk through the fire, you shall not be burned. These promises are powerful and personal. God is with us through every trial. Even in economic instability, God's promise remains steadfast. Isaiah 41 verse 10 reassures us, "Fear not, for I am with you." God is with us in the struggles of life, whether facing inflation or other challenges. He is Emmanuel, God with us, offering peace and assurance. Revelation 6 verses 5 to 6 warns of future economic turmoil, but we can find comfort in God's presence. Economic instability is a reminder to trust in God, not in earthly wealth. God is with us through every financial challenge, offering peace and assurance. So take heart. Emmanuel, God with us, is our steadfast guide through life's struggles. Even amidst inflation and economic uncertainty, God's presence remains. Trust in Him, for He is Emmanuel, God with us, now and always. The message of Emmanuel goes beyond mere comfort. It calls us to a life of faith, trust, and reliance on God. Amidst the turbulence of economic upheavals and the fear that inflation brings, our true hope and security lie in our relationship with God. This relationship is a source of unshakable peace, guiding us through every challenge. As we navigate these uncertain times, let us hold fast to the promises of God, knowing that He is with us, guiding, protecting, and providing for us in every circumstance. This divine assurance is our anchor, our refuge, and our hope.
If you enjoyed this video and want more insights into Bible prophecy, don't forget to subscribe, like, and share. Stay tuned for more enlightening discussions. Until next time, keep seeking the truth.